बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम, अस्सलामु अलैकुम। उम्मीद है आप सब खैरियत से होंगे। आज की वीडियो एमसीक्यूज बेस्ड है और ये एमसीक्यूज सेकेंड ईयर इंग्लिश की पोइट्री से लिए गए हैं जो कि कराची बोर्ड के हैं। और ये रिड्यूस सिलेबस के मुताबिक जितनी पोएम्स हैं उन सबके ओवरऑल एमसीक्यूज हैं, इंक्लूडिंग पास्ट 20 ईयर्स के एमसीक्यूज भी हैं। पास्ट 20 ईयर्स के एमसीक्यूज किस तरह से हैं कि 10 ईयर के साइंस के पेपर्स और 10 ईयर के कॉमर्स के पेपर्स जो हैं वो इसके अंदर, उसके एमसीक्यूज इसके अंदर इंक्लूड किए गए हैं। तो ये वीडियो जो है ये बहुत ज़्यादा यूजफुल होने वाली है सेकेंड ईयर साइंस, कॉमर्स और आर्ट्स के स्टूडेंट्स के लिए, क्योंकि इस साल आपको पता है कि एमसीक्यूज जो है वो 50% हैं पेपर में, और इंग्लिश का पेपर चूंकि 100 नंबर का होता है तो 50 एमसीक्यूज खाली उसके अंदर मौजूद होंगे। तो ये वीडियो आपको बहुत ज़्यादा हेल्प आउट करेगी पोइट्री सेक्शन को कवर करने में और अच्छे मार्क्स स्कोर करने में एमसीक्यूज में। तो बिना टाइम वेस्ट किए आगे चलते हैं। छोटी सी गुजारिश है, इस वीडियो को देखने से पहले मेरे चैनल को जरूर सब्सक्राइब कर दें। पहली पोएम है द सेवन एजेस ऑफ मैन, जो कि शेक्सपियर ने लिखी है, और पोएम के बारे में कुछ डिटेल यहाँ पे मौजूद है, वो आप इस वीडियो को पॉज करके थॉरली पढ़ सकते हैं। इज शेक्सपियर, और शेक्सपियर के बारे में भी कुछ इंफॉर्मेशन यहाँ पे आपके स्क्रीन पे मौजूद है। शेक्सपियर इज द ग्रेटेस्ट प्ले राइट इन ऑल द वर्ल्ड, और मजीद इसके बारे में डिटेल आपके स्क्रीन पे मौजूद है। अगर आपको इसको फुर्सत से पढ़ना है तो पॉज करके इसे कंप्लीटली पढ़ सकते हैं। चलते हैं एमसीक्यूज की तरफ। एमसीक्यूज को सॉल्व करते चलें तो प्रैक्टिस और प्रिपरेशन दोनों साथ साथ चलती जाएगी आपकी। उसको करने का बड़ा आसान सा तरीका है कि आप एक कागज से कलम लें और अपने एमसीक्यू नंबर लिखें। एमसीक्यू नंबर 1, लेट सपोज के एमसीक्यू नंबर 1 है, इसका राइट आंसर हमें पता है कि विलियम शेक्सपियर है, तो 1 के आगे सिर्फ बी लिखते हैं। इसी तरीके से जो 2 का आंसर है उसका लेटर उसके आगे लिख दें, 3 का जो भी आंसर है उसका लेटर उसके आगे रख दें, और वीडियो को पॉज करके ये काम करें। वीडियो को पॉज करके इस तरह से आपने लिख लिया और फिर आपने अपने आंसर्स को चेक कर लिया, जो कि नेक्स्ट जो है स्टेप में आपको बता दी जाएगी। तो आपकी प्रैक्टिस भी होती जाएगी और कंफर्मेशन भी होती जाएगी कि आपने जो एमसीक्यूज मार्क किए हैं वो दुरुस्त हैं कि नहीं है। The poem The Seven Ages of Man was composed by William Wordsworth, William Shakespeare, William Blake, William Langland. William Shakespeare was born in 1564 at Stratford-upon-Avon. The Seven Ages of Man appeared in the play Juliet and Romeo, As You Like It, Hamlet, and Othello. Pause the video, mention your answers, and then resume the video to check them. पहले का आंसर है विलियम शेक्सपियर, दूसरे का आंसर है 1564 एट स्ट्रेटफोर्ड अपॉन एवन, और थर्ड का आंसर है एज यू लाइक इट। द सेवन एजेस ऑफ मैन appeared in Act 2, Scene 5 of the play, Act 2, Scene 7 of the play, Act 3, Scene 7 of the play, Act 2, Scene 8 of the play. The Seven Ages of Man is an elegy, sonnet, lyric, poetic speech. The Seven Ages of Man is in rhymed couplets, unrhymed couplets, blank verse, and quadruplets. Pause the video, mention your answers. Now check them. फोर्थ का आंसर है एक्ट 2 सीन 7 ऑफ द प्ले, फिफ्थ का आंसर है पोएटिक स्पीच, और सिक्स का आंसर है ब्लैंक वर्स। द सेवन एजेस ऑफ मैन वाज uttered बाय लॉर्ड एमिन्स, लॉर्ड जैकस, लॉर्ड फ्रेडरिक ड्यूक सीनियर. Lord Jacques was leading an exiled life in the forest of Arden, in the forest of Zenda, forest of Zion, none of them. Lord Jacques was leading an exiled life with Lord Amiens, Lord Francis, Duke Frederick, and Duke Senior. All the words are staged. This is an example of simile, irony, oxymoron, and metaphor. Write down your answers. First pause the video, write down the answers. Now check them out. 7 का आंसर है लॉर्ड जैकस, 8 का आंसर है फॉरेस्ट ऑफ आर्डन, 9 का आंसर है ड्यूक सीनियर, और 10 का नाम है, आंसर है मेटाफर. The poet considers the world characters, a theater, a stage, a prison. The poet considers life a prison, a theater, a stage, a drama. The poet considers man and women characters of the world, teachers of the world, leaders of the world, benefactors of the world. The poet names death and birth, life and doom, exit and entrance, stage and drama, stage and backstage. Pause the video, write down your answers, now check them out. 11 का आंसर है स्टेज, 12 का आंसर है ड्रामा, 13 का आंसर है कैरेक्टर्स ऑफ द वर्ल्ड और 14 का आंसर है exit and entrance. William Shakespeare divides human life into 8, 6, 7, 9. The poet names first stage baby, infant, teenage, old age. According to Shakespeare, the second stage of a human life is infancy, school-going age, teenage, justice. Creeping like a snail, this comparison is called simile, irony, oxymoron, and metaphor. Pause the video, mention your answers. Now check them out. 15 का आंसर है 7, 16 का आंसर है infant, 17 का आंसर है school-going age और 18 का आंसर है simile. In the second stage, the character is creeping like a snail because he is ready to go to school, excited in going to school, tired, unwilling to school. According to Shakespeare, the third stage of a human life is like a soldier, a school-going boy, lover, second childishness. Sighing like furnace, this comparison is called simile, irony, oxymoron, metaphor. Pause the video, write down your answers. Now check them out. 19 का आंसर है unwilling to school, 20 का आंसर है lover और 21 का आंसर है simile. In the third stage, the character is sighing like furnace because he is excited, vigorous, contented, disappointed. For Shakespeare, the fourth stage of a man's life is like a soldier, singer, lover, barber. In the fourth stage, the character is bearded like the priest, lion, criminal, bard. In the fourth stage, the character is full of strange oaths, superstitions, apprehensions, and energy. Pause the video, write down your answers. Now check them out. 22 का आंसर है disappointed, 23 का आंसर है soldier, 24 का आंसर है bard, and 25 का आंसर है strange oaths. In the fourth stage, the character is jealous in status, honor, wealth, fame. In the fourth stage, the character is sudden and quick in sacrifice, falling in love, riding, quarrel. 28 is, according to Shakespeare, the fifth stage of a human life is like a martyr, singer, justice, lover. In the fifth stage, the character is full of strange oaths, energy, vices, and apprehensions. Pause the video, write down your answers. Now check them out. 26 का आंसर है honor, 27 का आंसर है quarrel, 28 का आंसर है justice और 29 का आंसर है vices. According to Shakespeare, the sixth stage of a human life is energetic age, old age, perfect age, justice, infancy, second childishness, first childishness. In the last stage, the character is wise, witty-minded, vigorous, forgetful. Pause the video, write your answers. Now check them out. 30 का आंसर है old age, 31 का आंसर है second childishness और 32 का आंसर है forgetful. Then the lover sighing like furnace, the underlined area means singing loudly, sighing loudly, signing hastily, and saying loudly. Seeking the bubble reputation, the underlined area means great fame, short time fame, round room. Pause the video, write down your answers. Now check them out. 33 का आंसर है sighing loudly और 34 का आंसर है short time fame. 35 is seeking the bubble reputation even in the cannon's mouth. The underlined area means the risk of war, the risk of life in front of cannon, the risk of wealth. His youthful host well saved a world too wide. The underlined area means large world, too wide, worldwide, nationwide. Sans teeth, sans eyes, sans taste, sans everything. Here sans means sincere, severe, without, and with. Pause the video, write down the answers. Now check them out. 35 का आंसर है the risk of life, 36 का आंसर है too wide, 37 का आंसर है without. अब जो आप स्क्रीन पे MCQs देख रहे हैं ये लास्ट 10 years के MCQs हैं जो साइंस के पेपर में आए हैं फ्रॉम द पोएम द सेवन एजेस ऑफ मैन. आपने वीडियो को पॉज करके इसके आंसर्स लिख लेने हैं और अब मैं आपको इसके आंसर्स बताने लगा हूं. The speech, The Seven Ages of Man, was uttered by Jacques. The second childishness in this stage of man's life is seventh stage. The poem The Seven Ages of Man is a speech. According to Shakespeare, at the last stage of life, man is in a state of oblivion. In second childishness and mere oblivion. Here oblivion means forgetfulness. In Shakespeare's view, this world is a stage and life a play. The seven ages of man is taken from As You Like It. In the fifth stage of life, a man becomes justice. The poem The Seven Ages of Man is taken from Act 2, Scene 7 of As You Like It. अब कॉमर्स के पिछले 10 साल में आने वाले जो एमसीक्यूज हैं द सेवन एजेस ऑफ मैन, वो आपकी स्क्रीन पर है. आप इस वीडियो को पॉज कर लें, अपने आंसर्स को जो है बेटा लिख लीजिए और मैं अब इसके आंसर्स आपको बता देता हूं. According to Shakespeare, a fair round belly is justice. In the fifth stage, man plays the role of justice. By wise saws, the poet means the words of wisdom. The seven ages of man is a speech uttered by Jacques at the Forest of Arden. The poem The Seven Ages of Man is actually a speech. According to Shakespeare, at the last stage of life, man is in state of oblivion. The seven ages of man is taken from the play As You Like It. The first two stages of man's life, according to Shakespeare, are infant and schoolboy. In the sixth age in the poem, The Seven Ages of Man, a person becomes healthy, weak, victorious, powerful. तो इसका right answer है weak. मजीद MCQs कॉमर्स से. In the seventh stage of man, justice is this stage of man's life. पॉज करके अपने आंसर्स लिख लें, फिर मैं आपको इसके आंसर्स बता देता हूं. 10 का आंसर है फिफ्थ. The fourth stage of human life told by Jean Jacques is of soldier. Shakespeare compares the last stage of human life to second. आंसर है childishness. यहां पे जो ऑप्शंस हैं वो इत्तेफाकन गलत है, आप सेकंड चाइल्डिशनेस लिख लीजिएगा. चलते हैं अपनी नेक्स्ट पोएम की तरफ, दैट इज सैमसन एगोनिस्टिस. और ये जो सैमसन एगोनिस्टिस पोएम है ये एक बिब्लिकल कैरेक्टर्स से ली गई है और इसके बारे में जो इन्फॉर्मेशन है वो आपकी स्क्रीन पर है. रिलैक्स होकर पढ़ने के लिए पॉज कर लें वीडियो को, इसे पढ़ लें. इसे लिखी जॉन मिल्टन ने है. जॉन मिल्टन की इंफॉर्मेशन यहाँ आपकी स्क्रीन पर है, इसे भी पॉज करके आप थॉरली पढ़ सकते हैं, रिलैक्स होकर पढ़ सकते हैं. चलते हैं एमसीक्यूज की तरफ. The poem Samson Agonistes was composed by John Walton, John Milton, Henry Milton, David Milton. John Milton was a new classical poet, romantic poet, Victorian poet, classical poet. The poem Samson Agonistes is epic, elegy, sonnet, satire. The poem Samson Agonistes is in rhyme couplets, blank verse, unrhymed couplets and quadruplets. इसके आंसर्स 38 के हैं जॉन मिल्टन, 39 का आंसर है न्यू क्लासिकल पोएट, 40 का आंसर है एपिक और 41 का आंसर है ब्लैंक वर्स. Samson Agonistes appeared in the famous poetic book of Milton named Paradise Lost, Paradise Regained, Anima Diversions, Reformation. Samson was a legendary character from Holy Quran, Holy Bible, Psalm, Scripture. The story of Samson from the Bible is in the chapter Doomsday, Judges, Justice, Sacrifice. The father of Samson Agonistes is Michael, Milton, Manoah, Mandy. पॉज कर लें वीडियो को, अपने आंसर्स को लिख लीजिए. नाउ चेक देम आउट. 42 का आंसर है पैराडाइज रीगेन, 43 का आंसर है होली बाइबल, 44 का आंसर है जजेस और 45 का आंसर है मैनोआ. Samson belonged to Philistine, Israel, Iran, Arab. Samson married to a Philistine girl named Diana, Delilah, Dorcas, none of these. Samson was taken captive through the treachery of his father, wife, mother, friends. Capturing Samson was a plan made by Philistines, Israelites, Iranians, and Arabs. Pause the video, write down your answers. Now check them out. 46 का आंसर इजराइल, 47 का Delilah, 48 का wife Delilah और 49 का है Philistines. The deadly enemies of Samson's race were Philistines, Israelites, Iranians, Arabs. What was done to Samson when he was taken captive? He was made prisoner, blind, lame, bald. Samson was a man of immense ability to rule, ability to work hard, strength, respect, and repute. Pause the video, write down your answers. Now check them out. 50 का आंसर है Philistines, 51 का आंसर है blind और 52 का आंसर है strength. Being prisoner, Samson was used to amuse children, the Philistine leaders, spectators, the children. The secret of Samson's strength was hidden in his heel, beard, hair, head. When Samson was brought to temple, he was calm and puzzled, relaxed, undaunted, excited. Samson had to attempt all his feats of his strength without the help of his parent, wife, eyes, hair. Pause the video, write down your answers. Now check them out. 53 का आंसर है spectators, 54 का आंसर है hair और 55 का आंसर है undaunted और 56 का आंसर है eyes. When Samson would perform his feats of his strength, no one dared to appear in front of him as his friend, antagonist, protagonist. The entire account of the temple's catastrophe was witnessed and told by Delilah, Manoah, the king, a lord. Samson was left between the pillars that gave temple a fine look. Temple's roof main support, Samson's support for learning. None of these. Pause the video, write down your answers. Now check them out. 57 का आंसर है antagonist, 58 का आंसर है Manoah और 59 का आंसर है temple's roof main support. When Samson addressed his lords, he said that he had performed his duty, his prayer, what their commands were imposed, his work. The reason given by Samson for fulfilling their commands was his will, fondness to show his strength, compulsion for obeying, and valor. Pause the video, mention your answers. Now check them out. Having addressed his lord, Samson announced to show the feats of his strength according to his own will, the commands, the situation, compulsion. He collapsed the pillars of the temple in order to destroy the pillars, the temple, enemies, his relatives. The catastrophe of the temple killed only the leading class and common Philistines, Samson and Manoah, Samson and Delilah. Now pause the video, write down your answers. Now check them out. 62 का आंसर है his own will, 63 का आंसर है the temple, 64 का आंसर है leading class and common Philistines. Samson lost his life because of being blind, mixed with them, emotional, terrified. Undaunted means fearless, proud, united, untiring. Essayed means added, attempted, feared, created. Antagonist means antigen, competitor, anti-corruption, against. Pause the video, write down the answers. Now check them out. Own accord means Samson's anger, Samson's acting, Samson's will, none of these. Their choice, nobility, and flower. Here flower refers to prisoner of Philistines, finest members of Philistines, lowest class of Philistines, gardeners of Philistines. Pause the video, write down your answers. Now check them out. 69 का आंसर है Samson's will और 70 का आंसर है finest members of Philistines. स्क्रीन पे जो आप MCQs देख रहे हैं ये पास्ट 10 years में साइंस के पेपर्स में आने वाले जो MCQs हैं सैमसन एगोनिस्टिस से वो आपके सामने हैं. An epic is a poem of romance, heroic deeds, delight, mourning. Samson was blinded by Philistines, Germans, Israelites, English. The wife of Samson Agonistes was Mary Catherine Delilah Mona. Samson Agonistes had been taken captive through the treachery of his mother, wife, brother, friend. Samson Agonistes had been taken captive through the treachery of his wife. Repeat why. Samson and Milton both were warrior, blind, poets, reformers. Pause the video, mention the answers. Now check them out. An epic is a poem of heroic deeds. Second का आंसर है Philistines. थर्ड का आंसर है Delilah. फोर्थ का आंसर है wife. 5 का आंसर है wife और 6 का आंसर है blind. ये कॉमर्स में आने वाले MCQs हैं सैमसन एगोनिस्टिस से. आप पॉज करके वीडियो को अपने आंसर्स को लिख लीजिए और अब इसके जवाब सुन लीजिए. The poem Lines from Samson Agonistes ends in Samson's death. The secret of Samson's strength was revealed by his wife. The name of Samson's wife is Delilah. When Samson was brought to entertain the Philistines, he was patient but undaunted. The enemies of Samson were the Philistines. Samson had been taken captive by the treachery of his wife. Samson had been taken captive by the Philistines. Samson and Milton both were blind. Next poem is The Solitary Reaper, and you can find some of the informations here on the screen. Pause the video and read it thoroughly. It was written by William Wordsworth. Here is some of the informations about William Wordsworth. You can pause the video to read the details. Let's start the MCQs of The Solitary Reaper. The poem The Solitary Reaper was composed by Wordsworth, Shakespeare, Blake, Christopher. William Wordsworth was born in 1770, 1660, 1880, 1881. The composition of The Solitary Reaper was a result of Wordsworth's tour of outskirts of Scotland, Hebrides of Scotland, Highlands of Scotland, suburbs of Scotland. Pause the video, write down your answers. Now check them out. पहले का आंसर है विलियम वर्ड्सवर्थ, दूसरे का आंसर है 1770 और थर्ड का आंसर है हाईलैंड्स ऑफ स्कॉटलैंड. William Wordsworth toured the Highlands of Scotland in the company of one of his contemporaries. होना चाहिए था इसे. By sister Dorothy, his brother, none of these. The poem The Solitary Reaper was composed in 1784, 1805, 1986, 1951. The Solitary Reaper is A or N, a lone girl, lonely shepherd, lonely man, lonely witch. Pause the video, write down your answers. Now check them out. 74 का आंसर है his sister Dorothy. 75 का आंसर है 1805. 76 का आंसर है a lone girl. The Solitary Reaper was cutting and binding crops and was looking at poet, singing a song, crying loudly, shouting loudly. The Solitary Reaper was singing a song that was joyous, melancholy, rocking, boring. The poet compared the girl's voice with two flowers, birds, cuckoo and nightingale, singers, opera singers. Pause the video, write down the answers. Now check them out. 77 का आंसर है singing a song. 78 का आंसर है melancholy और 79 का आंसर है birds, cuckoo and nightingale. The poet thinks that the voice of the girl is more charming and thrilling than cuckoo and nightingale. A good ballad singer, minstrel, a good and popular musician, breaking the silence of the sea among the farthest Hebrides. Here, Hebrides means Herbs in Highlands, island of Scotland, deserts of Scotland, forest of England. The poet could not understand the song because the girl was singing in Cornish, Gaelic, Welsh, Breton. Pause the video, write down the answers. Now check them out. 80 का आंसर है Cuckoo and Nightingale, 81 का आंसर है Island of Scotland और 82 का आंसर है Gaelic. The poet assumes that the girl was singing an old ballad, tragic verse, funny song, loving song. The poet was much moved that he felt the song of the girl has no wordings, no sense, no ending, no pretensions. The tool used by the solitary reaper mentioned in the poem is spade, shovel, sickle, hammer. Pause the video, write down your answers. Now check them out. 83 का आंसर है tragic verse, 84 का आंसर है ending और 85 का आंसर है sickle. When the poet had left the place, he could still feel the charming voice of the girl, enjoy the journey, mount up the hill, not understand her. Wordsworth is known as the poet of England, children, nature, Scotland. The word Highland refers to rich areas of Scotland, posh areas of Scotland, upper class of England, mountainous region of Scotland. Pause the video, write down your answers, and now check them out. 86 का आंसर है feel the charming voice of the girl, 87 का आंसर है nature और 88 का आंसर है mountainous region of Scotland. Arabic sands refers to meadows of Scotland, meadows of Arabia, islands of Scotland, deserts of Arabia. Shady haunt refers to meadows of England, bowers of Scotland, islands of Scotland, urses of the deserts of Arabia. Humble lay means a harmonic lay. Harmony spread somewhere. Song of merriment, ordinary song. Pause the video. Write your answers. Now check them out. 89 का आंसर है deserts of Arabia, 90 का आंसर है urses of the deserts of Arabia और 91 का आंसर है ordinary song. Here on screen you can find the MCQs that were given from 2010 to 2019 in the science paper. पहला MCQ है, इसको पहले पॉज कर लें, अपने आंसर्स लिख लें और अब मैं इसके आंसर्स बताने लगा हूं. Wordsworth wrote the solitary reaper when he saw a girl singing in the field. When he saw a girl reaping crop in a field, singing in a field. दोनों आंसर्स ठीक है. Singing in a field ज़्यादा close आंसर है. No nightingale did ever chaunt in the line from the poem Solitary Reaper. The music in my heart I bore long after it was heard no more. These words have been written by Wordsworth. In the poem The Solitary Reaper, William Wordsworth compared the singing of the girl with that for a nightingale. कॉमर्स में ये MCQs हैं, इसके अलावा कुछ और हैं जो नेक्स्ट आपको स्क्रीन पे दिखेंगे. इसको पॉज करके आप लिख लें इसके आंसर्स, फिर मैं इसके आंसर्स आपको बता देता हूं. सुने अब. The music in my heart I bore long after it was heard no more is the experience of Wordsworth. The Solitary Reaper sings in Gaelic. The song The Solitary Reaper is compared to the song of Nightingale and Cuckoo. I saw her singing at her work. Here I means Wordsworth. Hebrides mentioned in the Solitary Reaper are islands. The line and sings the solitary song consists of alliteration. The poem The Solitary Reaper is composed by, आप पहले पॉज करके इसके आंसर्स लिख लें, फिर मैं बता देता हूं. The poem The Solitary Reaper is composed by Wordsworth. In the poem The Solitary Reaper, William Wordsworth compared the singing of the girl with that of Nightingale. The next poem is Music When Soft Voices Die, written in 1821. ये छोटी सी डिटेल है, ये आप जो है इसे पढ़ लें पॉज करके. और ये लिखी है पर्सी बिश शेलन है. इनके बारे में छोटी सी इंफॉर्मेशन आपके सामने है, जिसको आप वीडियो को पॉज करके आप इसे पढ़ सकते हैं। चलते हैं एमसीक्यूज की तरफ। Music When Soft Voices Die was composed by Percy Brownhart, Percy Bysshe, Percy Bysshe, Percy Brown। ये डाई की जगह वाई लिखा हुआ, गलती से इसको करेक्ट कर लीजिएगा। Percy Bysshe was born in 1729, 1792, 1972, 1971। According to the poet, music is rocking, depressing, soft voice, shocking. Music when soft voices die, teases in the memory, weakens the memory, vibrates in the memory, strengthens the memory। इसको पॉज कर लें, अपने आंसर्स को कॉपी कर लें। नाउ चेक देम आउट। 92 का आंसर है पर्सी बिशे, 93 का आंसर है 1792 और 94 का आंसर है सॉफ्ट वॉइस, 95 का आंसर है वाइब्रेट्स इन द मेमोरी। When sit violets sicken, live within the sense they quicken. Which thing has been referred in these lines of the poem? Colors, beauty, odor, sight. Music when soft voices die, vibrates in the memory. Here vibrates mean convulsion, variation, resound, replace. Rose petals are heaped for victorious people, decorating the stage, decorating the beloved's bed, and valorous heroes. Pause the video, write down your answers. Now check them out. 96 का आंसर है odor, 97 का आंसर है resound और 98 का आंसर है decorating the beloved's bed. According to Percy, when one's beloved departs, his love finishes steadily, is never felt, remains alive in memories, is never returned. According to Percy, every beautiful object may perish physically, but its impression can never be removed from books, mind, memories, hearts. Percy was expelled from the University College, Oxford in 1810, 1811, 1812, 1813. Pause the video, write down your answers. Now check them out. 99 का आंसर है remains alive in memories, 100 का है hearts और 101 का आंसर है 1811। Percy was expelled from University College, Oxford, having circulated a pamphlet named The Importance of Being Earnest, The Necessity of Industrialism, The Necessity of Atheism, The Necessity of Good Fortune. Among the most beautiful of his shorter poem is Prologue to Canterbury Tales, Ode to the West Wind, Ode to the East Wind, and Fairy Queen. The right answer of 102 is The Necessity of Atheism and Ode to the West Wind. Only 2 MCQs have been given in the paper of Science and Commerce in the last 10 years. आप इसको आंसर्स लिख लें, फिर मैं आपको बता देता हूं इसके जवाब। सुने अब। Rose leaves when the rose is dead. Music when soft voices die is a romantic poem. Next poem is Say Not the Struggle, Not to Will It. और ये इसकी कुछ डिटेल्स आपके सामने हैं, जिसे पॉज करके आप इजीली पढ़ लीजिएगा। इसे लिखा है आर्थर ह्यू क्लॉफ ने और उनके बारे में कुछ इंफॉर्मेशन आपकी स्क्रीन पे मौजूद है, इसे पॉज करके पढ़ लें। चलते हैं हम एमसीक्यूज की जानिब। The poem Say Not the Struggle, Not to Will It was composed by Arthur Frank, Arthur Hugh Clough, Arthur Ashes, Arthur Frank Arthur. Arthur Hugh Clough was born in 1918, 1819, 1718, in 1981. One must not think that his efforts will bear fruit, bear no fruits, make him highly successful, bear no triumph. Pause the video, write down your answers. Now check them out. 104 का आंसर है आर्थर ह्यू क्लॉफ, 105 का आंसर है 1918 और 106 का आंसर है बेयर नो फ्रूट्स। According to Clough, the labor and pain faced for some goal not always bring desired result. Never go useless, may sometimes fail, never return back. If hope produced fears may be funny, exciting, liars, nightmares. The wave strikes the seashore. This practice apparently seems mighty, interesting, useless, useful. Pause the video, write down the answers. Now check them out. 107 का आंसर है never go useless, 108 का आंसर है liars और 109 का आंसर है useless. Water travels through a long way silently and ultimately joins pond, mighty ocean, stream, lake. Water from inlets and creeks finally join the mighty ocean and increases its volume, place to move, its strength, clouds. The example of water in the poem explains that one of the following can turn trivial efforts into mighty results: luck, determination, water, intention. Pause the video and write down the answers. 110 का आंसर है mighty ocean, 111 का आंसर है its strength और 112 का आंसर है determination. One may expect that the sun will illuminate the world from western window, northern window, eastern window, southern window. Though the sun climbs slowly from the east, the western side too is made dark, made new, illuminated, laminated. Pause the video, write down the answers, and now check them out. 113 का आंसर है eastern window, 114 का आंसर है illuminated. The image of slow rising sun and of illumination of the world indicates that the light will prevail over dark, the light will bring good fortune, the light will vanish again, the light is essential for life. The tide waves only breaking, same here, no painful inch to gain. The underlined area means breaking the stone, ship breaking, daybreak, striking uselessly. Here are the answers. 115 का आंसर है the light will prevail over dark, striking uselessly. The tide waves vainly breaking, seam here, no painful inch to gain, and the underlined area means no pain, no gain, feeling pain every inch, not advancing, not teasing. Your comrades chase even now the flyers. Here flyers means bees, birds, planes, absconders. Stop the video, pause the video, sorry. Write down the answers and now check them out. 117 का आंसर है not advancing और 118 का आंसर है absconders. The tide waves come silent flooding in the main. Here main means main place, streams, the great ocean, none of these. The poet has presented images in the poem. They are 2, 3, 4, 5. Slow and steady wins the match, show, hearts, race. Pause the video. Write down the answers. Now check them out. 119 का आंसर है the great ocean. 120 का आंसर है 3. Slow and steady wins the race. ये साइंस के पास पेपर्स में आए हुए एमसीक्यूज हैं फ्रॉम द पोएम से नॉट द स्ट्रगल नॉट अ वैलिड. इसको आप पॉज करके आंसर्स को लिख लीजिए और फिर मैं इसके जवाबात बता देता हूं. सुने इसके जवाबात. Human labor never fails according to Arthur Hugh Clough. The struggle and hard work is never wasted. The word delude means deceive. The poem Say Not the Struggle Not a Village was often quoted by the famous leader Winston Churchill. In the poem Say Not the Struggle Not a Village, the poet gives the example of the sea and battlefield. According to Arthur Hugh Clough, human labor never fails. Say Not the Struggle Not a Village teaches us the lesson of hope, of optimism. The poem Say Not the Struggle Not a Village is written by Arthur Hugh Clough. अब जो MCQs हैं वो कॉमर्स के पेपर्स में आए हैं. Consistent struggle with hope for success is the lesson of this poem. Obviously बात है इसके अंदर आंसर है Say Not the Struggle Not a Village. Unfortunately लिखा हुआ नहीं है. Say Not the Struggle Not a Village is the right answer. Say not this struggle, not a will, it teaches us the lesson of optimism. The word dupe means delude. In Say not this struggle, not a will it, the poet gives the example of the sea and the battlefield. The word dupe means deceit. If hope were dupes, fears may be liars. चलते हैं आगे. The last poem is The Lost Star. That was written by G. Jalana. Complete name is Ghulam Ali Jalana. Some of the informations about him can be seen here on the screen. The poem The Lost Star is written by G. Jalana, John Milton, Leigh Hunt, William Wordsworth. Ghulam Ali Jalana was born at Karachi in the year 1905, 1906, 1910, 1912. Ghulam Ali Jalana was born in Lahore, Karachi, Quetta, Peshawar. Ghulam Ali Jalana started his political career as the General Secretary of NWFP Muslim League, Balochistan Muslim League, Punjab Muslim League, Sindh Muslim League. Pause the video, write down your answers, now check them out. 122 का आंसर है जी अलाना, 123 का आंसर है 1906, 124 का आंसर है कराची और 125 का आंसर है सिंध मुस्लिम लीग. After the independence of Pakistan, G. Jalana became the second mayor of Islamabad, Lahore, Karachi, Hyderabad. G. Jalana wrote the biography of Jinnah named Quaid-e-Azam Jinnah, the story of a nation, Quaid-e-Azam Jinnah, the story of a leader, Jinnah, a great leader, Jinnah, a lifetime effort. The cell of my being was small indeed, but there began the infinitude of being, power, love, God. Pause the video, write down the answers, now check them. 126 का आंसर है कराची, 127 का आंसर है Quaid-e-Azam Jinnah, the story of a nation, 128 का आंसर है God. The poet feels the infinitude of God with its endless beauty, power, love, immensity. What throbbed within the poet? Countless cities and villages, towns, forests, deserts. What does the poet feel that he held in the grip of his fingers? The history, a picture, the position of stars, small insects. The poet felt many constellations shone lustrously, and he was larger than the ghost, sky, world, star. Pause the video, write down the answers, now check them out. 29 का आंसर है immensity, 30 का आंसर है deserts, 31 का आंसर है the position of stars और 32 का आंसर है world. The poet admits that someone has drugged his soul, another has stolen his watch, key, light, weather. The poet is said that he has become a or n significant atom, pagan, important, insignificant atom. The poet feels that this world is tranquil, great, chaotic, and mortal. Pause the video, write down the answers, now check them out. 33 का आंसर है light, 34 का आंसर है significant atom और 35 का आंसर है chaotic. The poet feels that the reason behind the decline in the greatness is reasoning with the truth, reasoning the mystery, corruption, moral corruption. The poet feels that he has now become the race of blessed, heaven, Pharaoh, damned. 136 का आंसर है reasoning with the truth और 137 का आंसर है damned. That's the end of this video. मेरे चैनल को जरूर सब्सक्राइब करें, अपने कमेंट जरूर दें क्योंकि वो बहुत वैल्यूएबल है. इंशाल्लाह ताला नेक्स्ट वीडियो में मुलाकात होगी, तब तक ख्याल रखिएगा. अस्सलाम वालेकुम, अल्लाह हाफिज.